So how does Google Stadia works on your Chrome browser? Well, first and foremost, you're gonna need the app. Okay, you're gonna have to download the Stadia app. You're gonna have to use a Android phone or Google Pixel phone. Okay, so if you have Note 9, Note 10, S8, S9, it should work. All right, they're gonna give you a code via email with the account of Google account that you purchased the Google Stadia with. They're going to send you the code, but first they have to ship you the box, the premium edition or founders edition, whichever edition you got. Once they ship it to you, then you're going to get an email roughly about 24 hours after it has been confirmed that it left the warehouse, that the package left the warehouse and is being shipped via FedEx, ground. They'll leave it at your door. You don't have to sign it. Signature is not required. Then you go to your email and you're going to have the codes. You use that code, but you got to make sure that you use the code on the account that you're going to be using. Okay. And on that account, on that Gmail account, everything will be there. You know, your purchases, your YouTube channel, everything will be there on that Google Gmail account. So right now here, as you can see, I have Destiny 2 because that's the only game that I claimed so far. I can go ahead and I can claim another game. Okay, I can claim the there's another a shadow something. It's like a fighting game. Okay, it's like a Street Fighter or something like that. It's Shadow something. I didn't get a chance to claim that yet. That's part of a free subscription. Um, then here you have your controller, and here you have your friends. This is my name right here. I'm Stadia Upscaler. Okay, that's my name. Make sure to add me. Now you can see I already have one of my friends, Johnny, live playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Now in the future, you're going to be able to actually go ahead and join Red Dead Redemption 2 with Johnny live. He'll be able to share the game with you. Okay, you'll be able to do that in the future, and that's going to be a cool feature. Okay, that's going to make Google Stadia even more likable. The fact that you can jump in and play his game and he can play your game, because everything's connected, everything's online. And right now I'm not even home. I'm somewhere else. Okay, and I'm not hooked up to any like a hotel Wi-Fi or anything like that. I'm hooked up to my own uh, hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot, okay, which is roughly 48 megabits per second. And here's my Xbox One controller, which is right over here. As you can see it, there it is, Xbox controller. And all I have to do now is just click Stadia on Destiny 2 and click right here, and it's gonna start. Hold on, there it is, and boom, there it is, just like that. Just like that. And the game's gonna start right away. The quality is pretty good, even for 48 megabits per second. I think the last time I checked, I was running 38. It wasn't 48, it dropped down to 38. So it varies between 38 to 48. Okay. You can use any microphone you want. You can use your headset, put it on your, on your head and start talking immediately with other people. Here we go. Press A to play. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. And yes, you can use Xbox controller. I haven't tried the PlayStation controller, but it works with the Xbox controller. And it's connected to my laptop, obviously, it's wired. And this is my Alienware laptop. It doesn't have to be an Alienware laptop. It could be your Chromebook. It can be your Ultrabook. It could be a Spectre HP Ultrabook. It could be any of those. It could be your Yoga, Lenovo Ultrabook, any of these. So there it is. This is me, Stadia Upscaler. And that's it. I'm good to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit my character and boom. That's it. It's really that simple. So I'm going to open the director. see where I want to go. And I'm going to go to the moon. I'm going to go to the moon and launch. Remember, I'm running this on a 38. Last time I checked, it dropped down to 38 mbps, 38 megabits per second. So from 48 to 38, and I purposely am here, and I'm purposely not at home. I'm purposely using hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot, so that way I can test it for you. I'm also going to do a live stream where I'm going to test it tomorrow as well. Why? Because I want to do the real tests. I don't want to just talk about it behind a green screen with some headlines. I just want to show it to you. And that's what you guys want to see. You want to see the real-time results. So let's launch the game. There's my controller. Okay. Now, quality is okay. Don't expect quality to be native quality like you would get running this game from your laptop. But it's definitely like Xbox One S quality. How about that? Like the picture quality is like that Xbox One S 1080p quality. That's what it reminds me of. I'm going to skip through this.
Attention all guardians. Last night we detected a seismic disturbance on the moon.
I'm going to skip through this as well. I'm just get right to the point. There it is loading. Again, you have to remember, depending on your internet, the experience might vary. So there it is. Okay, there it is. Now here, there's a little bit of a latency because I'm using a Wi-Fi hotspot that's a bit far away from where I'm at. But it's still playable. I mean, I can still play it. But hold on, let me see. Yeah, this is now bad. This is pretty bad. So it comes back, and now it goes bad. So with a 38 mbps, you will have some slowdown. So if you are connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot, as you can see here, there will be some issues and problems. All right. Let me go ahead and let me reconnect to another hotspot that's maybe a little bit closer to me here. I think I'm connected to the one that's a bit further down. So I'm going to be resetting this, and I'm going to try to connect to a hotspot that's a bit closer to me. All right, so I have tried to connect to hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot from Xfinity. That's a bit closer to this area. So I'm going to use my controller, and we're going to go back to the game. Back to the game. All right, let's see. Let's see how bad this is going to be now. Let's check it out. All right. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. So at 38 megabits per second, you're really gonna have a difficult time playing this at 38 mbps, and I think this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be an issue for a lot of people because they're gonna say, "Okay, man." And I guess you're supposed to be able to play at 38 mbps, megabits per second, but you can see it's lagging terribly. I don't know if this is the way this game is being scaled, or if it's the server having a difficult time rendering this game and then sending the image via server to us. So I guess you're gonna have to have probably 100. Let's be honest. I think what I'm looking at here right now, you're gonna need 130 megabits per second just to be able to run this thing smooth. So if you go connect to a Wi-Fi hotspot, guess what? that 48 megabits per second ain't gonna cut it. You're gonna need 130 megabits per second to truly run this, because the Wi-Fi hotspot at my home that I was connected to was running at 138 megabits per second, and with 138 megabits per second, it was working just fine. But with a 38 only megabits per second, as you can see, it's just terrible, and it's unplayable pretty much at this point. As you can see right here, it's like it's good now, but as soon as you start running, look at that. Look at this lag. Pop, 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 pop. Pretty bad. And for a game like this, yeah, it's not good. So forget about 38 megabits per second. If you want to play this outside somewhere else out there, and the connection internet speed is 38 megabits per second, well, you're pretty much out of luck. Yeah. So this is the downside. Obviously. I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna see if I can maybe use my Stadia app and try to lower the resolution instead of 1080p to maybe, let's say, 720p. See if I can maybe work my way around this. I might have a video about that as well. So yeah, listen, full 1080p you can't do with 38 megabits per second with the Wi-Fi hotspot, as you can see. As soon as I start walking, look at that. Look at that latency. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, and this is something that Google needs to work on. I would be focused on this. This should be like their first priority, trying to figure out how you can let the service scale this and then send us the signal so that we can utilize it with something like 38 megabits per second. Now, guys, xCloud has the same problem. This is not just the Stadia. xCloud has the same issue. So what does this tell me? This tells me exactly what I was preaching about. Streaming has the technology to, servers have the technology to stream. But the problem is our internet service providers infrastructure, it's not there yet for us to be able to utilize streaming from somewhere else. Okay. Are we going to have the hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspots running around, 250, 260 megabits per second? I don't know. So far, we don't have that yet, maybe in some areas, but not in every area. So the experience will really depend on where you are, what's your speed, internet speed, and currently the internet service provider infrastructure here in the United States, it's really not that great. Let's be honest. So streaming, look, cloud gaming streaming will eventually happen in the future. But I don't think we're ready yet. I don't think we're there yet. Okay, I don't think this is the right away is going to change everything. No, we're not there yet, guys. All right. So again, I'll do some more tests and everything. But for right now, as you can see, this is like, it's like it's unplayable at this point. This is bad. Look at this. This is just bad, dude. And look, I promise to be honest. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be honest here. I'm just trying to bring you what I'm discovering. Okay, and that's what this is. This is me doing tests and reporting to you the tests. Think of me like Mark Watney on the Mars, and I'm giving you the tests on what I have tested here. Okay, that's what this is about. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.